Like I said to you, you did it on the road, bruv. You're going to get 2 licks in your head and you'll know about it, bruv. You ain't leg locking no one, bruv. Trust me.
Okay, thanks for staying, bro. I know you were on your way out. And I'm feeling the jumper as well, bro. Mashallah, bro.
Got my Christmas.
Is that super dry?
Christmas vibes.
Christmas vibes.
That
looks warm, bro.
GS.
What is that? G-Star?
G-Star.
G-Star.
Yeah.
How long you had that jumper for, man?
Like 20 years.
Serious?
Yeah, no, I bought it, I think 2010 or
No
12.
way.
Yeah.
And how long you had it in the back of the...
In storage.
Yeah,
it comes out every winter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I've got one that I bought from Next, yeah?
Yeah.
It's red. No, it's not red. It's maroon, yeah, with speckles in it.
Yeah.
And it's like a cardigan, bruv. You know, like a proper granddad, bruv. Like,
they're nice though.
Oh, man. It's like someone just hugging you, bro.
They're nice, them ones.
Yeah.
But every winter though, this comes out. I got a few, but I bought a few of these. So it was like a good buy.
So what? The same jumper but different colours?
No, I bought like different stuff. I think I was shopping during winter time.
Yeah.
And then it was like they had all these different colour stuff and different styles, and I bought quite a few of them.
See, I'm a nerd, bro. Yeah, you know when I go, like, I don't shop much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can hear people clicking off the channel. But I don't care, man. But I tend to just buy one thing and just buy bare colours of it, bro, because I just can't be bothered to go back to the shop. Do you see what I'm saying? How often do you shop? Do you like once a year or what?
No, I don't really.
Yeah. But I had these vests, yeah, that I bought when I first got married. Like, you know, like a wife beaters.
Yeah.
I know it's the poor choice of words, yeah, but you know what I mean. And they've got holes
when he got
in
married, you know.
Exactly.
He bought it when he got married. A wife beater.
Exactly, bro. And they've got holes in them, but they're the most comfortable ones, bro. But it's embarrassing at the gym when you're changing.
And you got that on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You look like those trailer park guys, bro. Do you get me? And it's all eating around the neck and everything. But anyway, you didn't come here to talk about wife beaters, bro. But thanks for coming anyway.
No worries.
We've got some. I wanted to get your insight on a couple of things, which we'll discuss later.
Yeah.
But they're hitting us with another COVID variant, bro. This Omni, what's it called? Is that Omni variant? Let me check my notes.
Omni-Man.
Omni-Man.
Isn't that
that's thing, innit?
It's a cartoon on Prime, no?
On Prime, yeah. Did you watch it?
I watched it, yeah.
Brutal, bro.
Yeah.
It's called the SARS.
What? No, it's Omni-variant. Omni-variant.
Yeah, Omni-variant.
Omicron.
Omicron.
What is that, bro?
I don't know, man.
That sounds like some... you know what it sounds like?
Who makes the names up,
I don't know, bro.
That's what I want to know. But it's true, though, isn't it? Like, who makes these names up?
I don't know.
I have no idea, bro. You know what it sounds like?
Why would I say just like there was another variant?
Yeah.
Because
it was like, there's no alpha variant and there was no beta variant. There was delta variant.
Yeah.
What's after alpha, beta? What's after that, bro? No one cares. Then you got delta variant.
Omicron.
What is Omicron? Is that like after delta is Omicron?
I have no idea.
But one looking into, we're going to call Amir in a minute.
Okay.
So he can shed some light on it.
Yeah.
But when so there was a South African doctor, talking about it. So she was the first one to find this variant, yeah?
Yeah.
And she's saying, what are you man's gassing for? It's like, it's mild symptoms.
Okay.
But obviously it spreads quite a bit. So I don't know much about it, but it's funny how they never called it South African variant.
Yeah. What about the Dagenham variant?
What was the one that was in Essex? Oh, no, not Essex. It was last year.
Which was that?
Which one
There was one like the Kent variant or something.
Really?
You got to say that really slowly, yeah?
It's like we speak Arabic. You gotta be careful, bro.
You gotta be careful, bro. Yeah, the Kent variant or something, bro. Zach, call up Amir, please, bro, so you can shed some light.
Yeah, we need the expert on this one.
Okay, so the 24th of November, what's the date today? It's the 28th, right?
27th, no? 27th.
27th, and then a number of countries, South Africa, Zimbabwe. Jigaram.
What's going on?
You're live on the GWL podcast next week.
What do you want? You want a medical for that?
Hey, bro, we called you because you're our medical correspondent, bro.
You think I'm Jon Snow?
But yeah, man. Hey, listen, and also you've got COVID at the moment. How are you feeling?
Thanks for telling everyone. Now I'm going to get told off for leaving the house.
Oh my
You haven't
God.
left the house though, bro. You're at home, bro.
Oh, I haven't, man. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's been okay. Alhamdulillah. It's the second time I've got it. Had it last year, October. But I mean, to be fair, I've been working in A&E and urgent care settings for the last year or so, and you know, it is bound to happen.
Yeah.
And also, to be fair, you start getting a little bit relaxed, so you don't really wear the PPE kit properly. You kind of take the mask off because it suffocates you half the time.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna run into a risk situation there. So it's occupational hazard, isn't it? But it's day 8 now. Alhamdulillah, it's fully gone. It was alright. Nothing.
So what was the
unusual.
symptom? Is it the South African variant, bro, or the Omicron?
No,
it's called?
I think it was the Legion variant.
You reckon you got it from Legion, bro? I don't think so, man.
No, I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. It was the Romford Dagenham variant.
That's the one.
So
See? I told you it's going to come out, bro. I mean, I said that's the worst one, isn't it?
I tell you, bro, that one is too much. It's
Bro,
too much.
did you start speaking like this? You are, man.
That's part of the symptoms, yeah?
So, did it make you want to sign on, bro?
Hey, mama, it's Khalid there. Is that Khalid?
That's me,
it's
Hashem.
Khalid, yeah.
It's Khalid.
Oh, my God, mashallah.
I just gave you Salah about 2 minutes ago, bro.
Honestly, you shouldn't be there, bro. Those guys are terrible at company.
I was trying to leave, bro. I was actually out the door. I had my jacket on and everything.
Wallahi, Khalid, you know, I was sat there watching the GWL podcast.
GWD?
And I thought, you know, whatever, man, GWL. And I sat there thinking, God, these guys have got so much time and they're chatting so much poop. I was like, and I started falling asleep watching it. Like, it was actually a bedtime story.
Did we soothe you, bro?
I tell you what it was. It was not like white sound, you know, that kind of like some background noise. Maybe go to sleep.
I'll be happy to be background noise. I just want to say is that, but I had a conversation with him. What's today? Saturday around lunchtime.
Yeah.
He was talking nonsense, bro.
Who was?
Amir.
Nah, bro.
He was on so much drugs, bro. Like he was talking double time. You know, like do you remember Amir? Do you remember the conversation?
Yeah. I actually felt like that.
Honestly, he was talking like wild.
Really?
You know, like just like jumping from one conversation to another. And I was like, you know, let me just listen. Let him talk in it, bro. And I'm guessing it's all the. Was it dextromethorphan? What's it called?
So I took some dextromethorphan for a few days. I've been taking loads of stuff for mitochondria, so things like D-ribose, carnitine, coenzyme Q10. There's loads of stuff they basically pump you up full of energy, and the dex also suppresses and sometimes has an effect on your mood as well. You know.
No way.
I've made you have a high like but these are like rarities. But I mean, the main thing is that I found with dextromethorphan that you can't go to sleep at night. You're like literally wired the whole night.
Wow.
But it's I think I'm gonna. I do use it anyway as part of my protocol for treating COVID patients with respiratory symptoms. But let's move on to Omicron,
Yeah.
bro.
So talk to us about because what's the news on the wire, bro? Like, because I know you got some. What's that message from NHS about the new variant?
Yeah, alert. Yeah. So what they sent us alert saying patients who come from certain areas. I think. Obviously Zimbabwe, Botswana, a couple of South African areas, and there's a few Arab areas not in that region but higher up that they're saying that if they come from there, they've got a quarantine. Obviously 10 days. Everyone's got a quarantine in the house 10 days. Have their PCR test at day 2 and day 8. This is, you know, the issue here is that
so nothing new, basically. It's the same thing.
Nothing new, but the variant. This is where the issue lies, right? This Omicron or this new variant or B11529, whatever they want to call it. It's got loads of spike proteins. That means the reason I call it COVID or coronavirus is because corona is from Latin for crown.
For what,
See?
sorry?
Crown.
So it means crown.
Okay.
Crown, like a crown you wear on your head.
Yeah.
So if you look at the virus, it looks like it's got loads and loads of crowns on its head. You know the traditional king's crown. You know the
Yeah.
spike
I know
and
what
the
a crown
little
is, bro.
blob on the top. Oh, thank God for that.
Oh, we would have been in trouble if we didn't know that, bro.
bro. Exactly. Okay, so what's with the crown?
So it looks like it's got a crown on its head,
Yeah.
and those crowns are spiked. They're all the spike proteins. Yeah.
Right.
Now we're used to particular types of spike proteins. We're used to a particular look to them, and the problem is when you get a mutation, the mutations are in positions in the protein that can cause concern because it looks like they might compromise how well the antibodies we make after an infection or vaccination can fight off the virus. What that means is, you know, if you make a cocktail of antibodies to several parts of the spike protein, that's okay. This is good. But the problem is, if the virus develops one mutation, somewhere like just one place is a little bit off, that throws off one subset of antibodies to one part of the spike. And what usually happens after that is they won't work to protect us, those antibodies. In other words, this is an extra capacity in the system. There's something else that needs to be put into place. So it's like you're going to have to tweak the virus. Well, again, they're studying it. They don't really. They're just saying what they think is going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and there's other things. There's other parts of it.
So Amir, I was going to ask you. So, you know, the virus itself, yeah, this new variant. Is it that it spreads rapidly, or that it's more potent? Does that make sense? Like, or is it both?
So Imperial College spoke about this.
Yeah.
It was the Professor Barclay. And she said that, you know, taking all considerations, it seems possible that we have a variant that may be fit, transmissible, and has the potential to at least partly escape the immunity generated by the vaccines and previous infections. And that was kind of similar to Delta. But the thing is,
is it as strong as the first time it hit us?
Well, this is what they're saying. They're saying, you know, there's some reports saying that the virus appears to be outgrowing Delta variant rapidly, and increasing case numbers have been reported in those parts of Africa. And he says it seems that there may be a variant that may be fit, transmissible, as mentioned earlier, that can have this effect. So what they're saying is that it seems to be moving quicker and more rapidly in South Africa anyway, compared to the Delta virus.
So what you know, because I don't know if you saw that that doctor from South Africa, she was saying that the symptoms are mild.
I mean, but that's very subjective, isn't it? Because my symptoms are mild this time. Mine last year was terrible.
Yeah.
When I was terrible, I was more tired than anything else.
Right.
But I just think...
Does it vary from person to person?
It's going to have to, because at the end of the day, it's not like you're dealing with Ebola where you know the outcome's just absolutely disastrous.
Yeah. You're
looking at each person, right? And you've got to take into consideration their comorbidities, their lifestyle, their health, their habits. It goes back to health. And you know, I saw a really interesting article once about this guy who ended up in ICU, but he was a fitness personality.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, look, you know the problem with that? I'm telling you as a clinician, yeah? What you see on the outside doesn't reflect what's going on the inside. Because someone does fitness classes and training, it doesn't mean that their body can take certain strains and stresses, and that reflects maybe their hormonal balances, the hormonal profiles. I already told you guys about it. You know, last year where Italy and Germany openly said in some papers, look, if your testosterone level is low, it's a screening tool. You can end up in ITU. I'm not trying to give a shout out for testosterone. I'm saying that's an example.
Yeah.
You know, your vitamin D can have example.
But it's known that men suffer more,
considerably
right?
more.
Considerably more. And also this whole thing about, I remember I read an article about man flu. You know, this is how we keep getting cussed out as men about, like, you know, how when we get flu, that we tend to be more dramatic about, you know, like...
Well, the thing is, if you fall ill, you have a degradation of testosterone straight away. There's loads of studies that show if someone becomes ill, the test levels fall very, very quickly. Right? Women don't have to worry about it because their immunomodulation is based mainly on estrogen more than testosterone. Yeah, men, we need testosterone to deal with inflammation. And the problem is, if you're getting ill and your testosterone falls, then your kind of backup time goes to par. So I think that it's...
so what you're telling us, man flu is real, isn't it?
Yes, of course it's real. Of course it's real. And don't forget, again, Mohammed, look...
So the 2% ladies that watch this podcast, if your husband's sick and you feel like he's putting it on, there's actually scientific evidence to prove that we get it worse.
Can I just butt in for a second?
But wait, there's a caveat. If the patient has a lousy slender habitus, a lousy lifestyle, a lousy diet, doesn't take care of their health, and then it gets with man flu, shame on you. But if they do all the right things and they're being really diligent about their food intake, about their vitamins and minerals, about their caloric intake, training regularly, and they get man flu and they get hard. And if they, you know what, you put all of your, you kind of like polished up all of the places that could possibly, impact your health, and you still got sick. That's just, is what it is. It's like with me, look, with this coronavirus, everything, okay, my diet's gone out the window because obviously you have to have caloric intake when you're not well. You've got to increase your calories. But prior to that, I was trying to eat carefully, training regularly, obviously supplementing on all the supplements. And, it made a difference. I think it made a difference, and, Allah knows best. But this variant, I think, the issue here is, should we be, worried? I mean, look, man, this coronavirus isn't going to go anywhere. I think it's going to stick around for, every single illness sticks around. Even swine flu, there are still reports of swine flu every year.
Does it mean it just gets weaker, or we build up our immunity over the years, right?
Look, from a microbiological point of view, if this thing wants to live, it can't kill everyone. It needs hosts.
Yeah.
So technically, it needs to become less and less virulent. Less and less pathological, but its virulence is going to be what it is. It's like the flu. Everyone gets there at once, I don't know if you've seen a lot of kids with hand, foot, mouth disease recently, especially in Dagenham. Sorry.
Okay, you were going to say something.
Yeah, but we've gone way off the point now.
Oh, God, but what were you going to say?
No, just saying, like, when Amir mentioned that fitness guy, the outwardly look kind of thing. There's a friend of mine that trains with me, and I sent him to Amir to get a blood test. Now, this guy, if you saw him, mashallah, fit, looks good. And then after Amir done a few blood tests, we found out that he had some other underlying health issues. And that's the stuff that I've always thought of, like, okay, even myself, when I've gone to see Amir and I've got a blood test done, you're lacking, not drinking enough water, or certain things have shown up. So what we look like outside, or outwardly appearance, doesn't really mean that we are healthy and we're working, everything internally is working at 100%. Also, Sheikh, I want to ask you, what is the repercussions now for the people who have taken the jabs? So if this variant, does that mean you have to take more jabs?
No, because the booster and the booster jabs that are being mass produced for COVID-19, what you call the zero variant, or the first ever variant, and what they keep on doing is they're looking. So if you now get this virus, and then what they've got to do is they've got to basically put it through a barrage of tests to see that will it be able to will the vaccine be able to have an effect on it, right? Right. So this is what they've got to do now. So all these tests they're going to put in place. I'm just trying to find one of the tests they're doing. There's quite a bit of testing they're doing on it now. And if it looks like, here we go. Secondly, we need to measure how well this virus replicates in model systems in the lab, and most importantly, measure the ability of the antibodies to neutralize the new variant compared with the previous variants such as alpha, beta, and delta. We know a lot about how well our vaccines work against those. Labs all around the world are gearing up to do this, including those with the Genome to Phenome Consortium here in the UK. So,
in English, bro.
Basically, they're going to put this virus through through the barrage of tests to see can these vaccines, they were going to basically give it probably to lab. I won't say lab rats, but literally in a laboratory situation, what you call a model situation, a model system, and then see, do you get the appropriate responses to this? And if it does, then great. If it doesn't, then no. Then, like I said, okay, the impact on your vaccination schedule has nothing to do with if your vaccines are
up to date,
not up to date. Rather, if they're not sufficiently tackling this Delta virus, what's going to happen is everyone's going to be put in the same boat as, right, if you're going to travel into X, Y, and Z until they get the Delta virus under control, or they get an angle on it with the vaccine, and we to be fair, these species changes or these interspecies changes happen all the time.
Yeah.
We had the whole problem with HIV back in the 80s and 90s where it just kept on changing its formula and its face and how it was. And then eventually they got a cocktail of drugs that could deal with it,
right. So Amir, so now this moves us nicely onto the lifestyle changes. So, because I know you're a big ambassador or like for taking
Did you
supplements.
call me a big boy?
You're a big boy. Well,
Big boy.
I meant to. You're an ambassador for kind of lifestyle changes, prevention better than cure, right? So things like, for example, losing weight, staying in shape.
Yeah.
So if you could just talk, because obviously we're with you like a lot of the time, and you always talk to us about supplementation. You talked a bit about what you're taking at the moment. So if you just give us like maybe. If there was 5, because I know sometimes you can run off a list of like 100 things that you can do.
Yeah.
But if you could just break down 5 things that you could do right now to kind of help you throughout the winter time and to build up your immunity, build up your immune system and get you ready for that winter MOT. Does that make sense? What would you say? 5 things that you would say would help with your immunity against coronavirus, flus, or whatever. This is me trying to be a reporter, bro. It's not working.
Yeah.
But go on.
So I think from the 5 things, if you look at it from an immune profile and the mitochondrial supporting system, so that means supporting the batteries of your cells to obviously manage difficult times, and also help with the immune system. You're looking at things like, I mean, it's going to sound quite obvious, but vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams daily, the vitamin B complex, 100 milligrams daily. There's other things you can use, coenzyme Q10, which is really good for your...
what, sorry?
Q10, coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10. And it's... do
you mind messaging
really
it to me so I can put it in the description, bro?
I will. Of course I will. There's D-ribose, another...
sorry, what did you say?
It's called D-ribose. It's a sugar-based product. I think sometimes, it has... I think it's either a nucleotide or it's a carbohydrate, but it supports your mitochondrial system. Then there's L-carnitine, which is really good for supporting mitochondria, as well as help with fat reabsorption and sugar.
And it's something you can get off the counter, yeah? You don't have to get prescribed.
All these things follow the Barrett. Easily or anywhere in and around the area. Vitamin D, that's a big one because that also has been advocated in the COVID virus in COVID patients who've had vitamin D deficiency, struggling with their COVID rehabilitation. And I think it's important because all this long COVID stuff is taking somewhat of an effect. Caloric reduction in calories and increasing fasting, all these things increase symbiosis of the mitochondria, so that it helps their development and their productivity. Why is that important? Because mitochondria are the battery cells of the power packs of your cell. And if you're supporting those, you're going to get more energy. More energy means more productivity, better recovery. I think those are the main things that you can do practically. And then there's other things that you can do slightly more decisively, looking at your training program, your training regime, increasing your metabolic activity, because that as well helps stimulate.
So what do you mean by metabolic? What did you say?
Activity.
Yeah.
Activity, metabolic activity. So basically, training, exercising, lifting. And anywhere where your basal metabolic rate goes up, so you get hot, sweaty. Like HIIT training. I mean, Khalid can tell you much more about that.
Yeah, we can go into that in a bit. Yeah. I mean, we could talk to you all day,
go.
But because on the video it doesn't look nice. Just me and Khalid just nodding, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that. Hopefully,
you should have a picture, like a photo of my face.
Yeah, we'll do that, bro. We're gonna take a
picture of him with the Morpheus glasses.
Yeah, with the Morpheus glasses. We'll put it at the bottom.
That'll be the best.
Yeah, when we edit it, bro.
Can I tell you a story about those Morpheus glasses?
Go on.
Someone stepped on them and broke them, bro.
No.
He's a hater, bro.
Yeah.
Who stepped on them, bro?
Stepped on it.
I don't know. I found it snapped in half. Someone's gonna die.
Where'd you get them from, bro?
Amazon.
Link in the description.
Neo gave it to him, bro.
But how well do they stay on your face, man?
Oh, bro, mashallah, I got a big nose, innit?
Mashallah, bro. Barakallahu fik, Amir, I appreciate that. Get well soon. I will see you when you're out of quarantine, bro.
Wednesday.
Inshallah. So you're here jiu-jitsu Wednesday, yeah?
Inshallah.
Oh yeah, no, you're
no. Khalid's doing.
Yeah.
Khalid's doing Wednesday.
Yeah, big.
Khalid is
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
So you get Wednesdays off, bro. Yeah, chill out. We'll see you on Friday then.
Thursday.
Inshallah. Yeah. Barakallahu fik, bro.
Assalamu alaikum.
Allah yahdik. Okay.
Jazakallah.
Alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Well, there you have it, guys. From the man himself. But it's sometimes when you watch the news as well, you get like when I saw that quality, was it Omnicron or whatever it's called, Megatron, whatever that Decepticon variant, bro. Yeah, like part of me was like, oh man, because I don't really think about myself. I just think about my mom, parents, grandparents, and you start to get a bit of anxiety in it. Like it builds up your. But then you think, Qadr Allah, bro. If you're meant to die, you die, innit, bro. I know it's hard to, but it's just seeing people suffer, innit.
But I think like this whole process has shown that young people are dying, old people are dying. So I think you have to leave it to people to decide what they need to do for themselves, what they think is best for themselves.
That's it, bro. Like, but also we're people of. Not just science, but people of faith as well, innit?
Yeah, I think
so. You take your precautions.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's no point like being, 20 kilos overweight, take a vaccine, which, I'm not saying don't take a vaccine, but then not look after your health and not look after your...
Yeah, I think...
do stuff that's in your control first.
When you speak to Amir, he kind of like, he always advises that you see that there's a balance.
Yeah, there's a balance.
Okay, you need to look after yourself. Like if you're overweight and you're not eating well and you're only looking for, but like most diseases and stuff like diabetes and stuff, it's food.
It's preventable.
Preventable. And you can do things to sort out high blood pressure, man, knee problems. Knee problems is notorious all over the place because you're overweight. Most of the time, you're overweight. So I remember to do this thing to someone in the gym. I said, like when they come in, I need to. Unless I got knee problems. I used to give them like a 20 kilo plate, walk off, and I come back after 10 minutes and they're like, why you make me hold this plate for? I said, that's what you're doing all day long, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You're actually carrying that much extra weight on your body and you couldn't hold it for 5 minutes and now, or 10 minutes, however long it was, and now you're feeling it on your knees and stuff. And that's what you're doing to your body every single day. Walking upstairs, going downstairs. So this
and also you're not kind of, you're right, your knees hurt, innit?
You trying to say, bro? My knees hurt before I got fat though, so.
But you had you tore your you tore your ACL, yeah. So even when they cut you open, bro, that's you start getting all funky things happening to you,
bro. Slightly off topic, but when I wake up in the morning, like but my feet are killing me, bro.
Okay.
Why? Is it because I'm overcompensating on my knee, bro? Especially the one.
Why are you sleeping?
I don't know, bruv. But I wake up in the morning.
You're just old, bro.
And my right leg, I'm getting old, bruv.
You're just old, bro.
My right foot.
Your right leg is the one you had the operation on.
No, my left leg is the one I had the operation on.
And your right
My right foot, bruv, it feels like, I tell you since I've been on that carb right diet, the inflammation has gone down.
That was a heartless plug, innit?
Do it, bro.
Heartless plug. That was heartless plug.
No, but real talk, I have been following it.
Garbage, right?
Exactly, bro. Again, I'll link in the bio.
Yeah.
But I have been following it for the past 4 weeks.
Okay.
And what I've noticed is my body fat percentage has gone down. My weight hasn't gone down. You did say that it won't, especially if you're training, it won't go down as quickly as your body fat.
Yeah.
But inflammation, bro. I had inflammation in my knees. That's gone down slightly. I remember I used to get up, you know what it's like when you have knee operation or whatever, But the inflammation in my fingers as well. I used to have, remember I told you last time, fat fingers, bro. I couldn't even close my sausage fingers, bro.
That's all the salt and stuff.
Yeah.
Madagascar's fingers, bro.
Madagascar's fingers, bro. And remember I showed you my whoop?
Yeah.
Like how all the stats gone up. My, what was it? The HRV.
Your resting heart rate went down.
Resting heart rate went down.
Sleep went up.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was, and that was just
changing your diet.
Yeah. I'll give you a simple one, So I'd make burgers, But instead of using the bun, I'll just use lettuce.
Okay.
So I'd have like, you know those romaine lettuces?
Yeah.
So they have 3 of those with 3 burgers. And bro, you know the amazing thing about you feel satiated. And
Ooh, nice word.
You like that?
Satiated.
Bro, I'm actually feeling hungry right now.
What does it mean though?
It means satisfied.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna get
Any
rinsed in the
Boris
comments.
Johnson, bro.
It was satiated. It comes from the word satisfied. I'm pretty sure.
They just made that up.
No. Trust me, satiated
good,
is a word.
good
I
word.
promise you, bro.
Good word.
But you don't have the slump afterwards.
Yeah. That's the whole basis of the book.
Yeah,
and
you said like your
keep-
insulin levels just are like
stay
this.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're feeding your body at the right time.
Yeah,
That's all
exactly.
It is.
And you did say to me as well, eat more.
Yeah.
Because I know I was tracking it, innit?
Your calories wasn't enough.
Yeah, it wasn't enough calories.
you needed to eat more.
So the thing, if you're eating dense carbohydrates, you're gonna obviously your calorie intake's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna be full.
No.
You're still gonna be hungry. Whereas if you eat good, I didn't really plan to talk about this, bro. It was just
But I think
in
it's
my
on the
mind.
top.
Yeah, it's on top.
It crosses up. Anyone that talks to me about illnesses,
Yeah.
it always goes, because we know that our immune system is based from our gut.
Yeah.
So our gut produces all the antibodies and stuff. Even another thing, if you're ever taking antibiotics, if you've taken tablets, you need to take probiotics after, because when you take antibiotics, it kills all your antibodies.
So like a nuclear bomb, innit?
Yeah, but it kills everything in your
gut
stomach.
bacteria.
So now, when you're on that, a lot of people have taken antibiotics, their immune system has gone down, and then they end up catching COVID as well after it. So you can see that there's no immune system to help them. So now, what are you doing to help yourself? There's a lot. There's topics
broad, yeah.
And unfortunately, like pharmaceutical companies, let's call it as it is, but they make money out of people being ill.
Yeah,
so they make
100%.
big boy money. So, and eating well and training is a little bit difficult to get people to do. So people go to doctors and they're happy to say, here, take 6 tablets a day and it'll control your blood pressure.
Yeah.
But what you can do is control your food that you eat. But
reduce,
reduce it. But a lot of people don't want to make them lifestyle changes. And that's we need to educate people to try and get them to do. If they can do that, I mean, you can, inshallah, help a lot more people. That's the idea, innit? That's what we're trying to do with this.
Also as well, don't you think that, I know for me, it was mentality.
Yeah.
It's that depressed state you're in. It's
Yeah.
to get yourself out. You're overweight. You're not moving your body as much. You're working hard. You're pushing everything inside, trying to push it to the back with food. Sometimes with food.
Is that where it ends up? In that,
Bro,
lump
in that
bit?
little
lump bit we got in the back of the head.
Exactly, bro. You're pushing it all the way back, and then trying to dig yourself out of that. That's the. I think what to eat. There's so much information out there. Does that make sense?
But the thing is that I think it's made confusing. This is, bruv, again, I don't want to talk about all this stuff. I remember I paid, when I was fighting, so during the time I was thinking maybe I need to get like a professional to help me with my nutrition. I paid a guy £1,500 to help me with my food. And this guy was telling me, man, you know so much. And I was like, bruv, you're saying the wrong things to me. Like, imagine I just gave you £1,500. He goes, oh, you know a lot, man. You know a lot about nutrition. I was like, yeah, I do. Why did I just give you £1,500 for?
Did it cook for you and that? Or
No. What he was advising me and stuff. So for the camp, he was advising me on food, and it was like, I know all this stuff. Like, and I was in that stage where where I was listening to other
was
people.
it the brown chicken and?
No, it was just like
brown chicken.
no, it was brown rice.
Yeah, brown rice, chicken and brown rice.
If you haven't
and
seen it, was
broccoli.
it episode 3, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Chicken and brown rice.
Chicken and brown
chicken
rice.
And brown rice. Chicken
Yeah.
and brown rice. And it was just like.
So what did he do for you?
So basically, again, when I ended up going with him, I realized this guy's just trying to sell me products. So, you need my supplements. So he's part owner of this supplement company, and I was like, I'm just getting duped. So this is my experience in nutrition, and that's why I thought, you know what, I actually want to give this information out to people. Here you go, take this. You don't really need nothing else. You can learn this yourself now.
And also, that's the last thing. Like again, this sounds like a massive plug, yeah. But honestly, I've been doing it myself, yeah. But it was like. This is the last ever book you should ever have to buy, bro.
But that's the idea, though. But that's the idea.
And take that information,
and then use it.
apply it.
Yes.
Don't just buy it,
No.
and then just leave it in your
Discard it.
inbox or
Oh,
whatever.
it's not working. Yeah,
Yeah.
that properly, bro.
No.
But you know what, Zach? You know the whole idea for me was it was like a one-time buy. Buy it once,
Yeah.
and then inshallah that you guys like if there's any other like questions about certain foods or cool, we can answer that. But it's a one-time buy that you're educated enough to say, okay, you know what? I can make the right decision when I need to. The other thing was when we used to be going out, we used to be with your family and friends. Like, would you eat?
Yeah.
Like, I feel guilty. I don't want to eat. Nah, bro. Eat the food, but you'll know what to eat.
If it's like 1% of the time, or how often do you go out, bro?
Another thing you said to me just now, like, I don't weigh yourself. Bruv, you're not fighting no tournament that you need to weigh yourself. But you don't know. What, bruv, if think about it, if I was 18 stone ripped, why would I care that I'm 18 stone ripped?
Yeah.
I would only worry if I need, I'm 18 stone and I need to get down to 12 stone.
Yeah.
And I'm not making that. That's why I would weigh much. But if I'm actually low fat body, I got low body fat, because everyone is made different. Your bone density. So some people might weigh heavier.
Yeah.
Just because of their bone density and stuff. So it's like.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie. Remember the first time you gave us the carby ride diet?
Yeah.
And after 3 weeks, I was like, I'm not losing any weight.
You're fixated about weight.
Remember, I was telling you I'm not losing anything.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like, well, I'm just going to say it straight, bro. I fell off.
Yeah.
And then the second time around when I done it just recently, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just going to trust the process, and I'm just going to, if you eat the right things at the right time, the body will take care of the rest of it. But for me, it wasn't even about the way
this is the long haul. We're trying to go like,
change the way you eat completely.
Yeah. And your family and everyone around you. And then all of you generally make good decisions. And that's the whole goal. Like, if we can change everyone the way they eat, and then basically you're just going to have a healthier society.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the idea. And your kids.
Also, you feel good, man.
But that's the goal, isn't it?
Yeah, you feel good. You wake up, like I remember, like I'll tell you what I had for breakfast. Porridge. Because you said to me, have porridge because
you're going to train.
Yeah.
And you're going to train.
Yeah, exactly. And I have a coffee, bro. Yeah. Because I can't not have coffee, bro. Yeah. Are you mad?
No, coffee, you got to have.
So I have coffee with milk, but I use agave syrup, which is very low in carbohydrates. Like, it's trace amounts.
See, your breakfast might be different to the breakfast that I would have.
Because I can't be bothered to cook eggs and all that.
It's not that though. Yeah. What happens is, I will look at what my schedule is for that day. Yeah. So like, I might not be doing a training session, so I won't have no carbs. Right. But if I eat porridge, you know what? This is becoming a training session. Sorry. But if I eat porridge, then I should train after that, right? Because again, you can have because it's slow release, isn't it? It's slow release, and then you can have it. But again, it's like, okay, am I gonna go eat porridge and sit on the desk all day? Yeah. Why am I eating porridge to sit on the desk all day? That's what I'm saying to you. Yeah, the whole idea. You did say that. You did say that. And also as well, one last tip before we move on to the next subject, because we're gonna we have some plans of having alternative content for you guys. Yeah. So we won't talk too much about it until we've got it fixed down. But just fail. Like, do it, make a mistake, and then try and don't think that it's gonna be perfect. It's not perfect. That's for me. Like what really hamstrung me in the beginning was. I was, remember the Fitness Pal? Oh, yeah. Like, you know, you can, basically there's an app called My Fitness Pal, and you can search, so you log your food in there, and there's a catalogue of, you know, for example, you type in burger and it'll give you, and I was fixated about, oh my God, was it 500 grams or was it 90 grams? And sometimes you just have to just guess and not make it scientific, as long as it's, see those apps, there and thereabouts. But those apps are good and bad. Yeah. Because it's like, depends what type of character you are. Exactly, bro. Yeah. And plus, I love stats, so I love putting it in so I can, in my head, I know, all right. Yeah. You got to have a right, you got to have a rough guide, but it's not the be all and end all. And that's it. Yeah. And that's it. And bro, if you want to have a burger today, have it. Yeah. Who cares, bro, to be honest? As long as you're not, it's not like regular, like you're doing it as a lifestyle thing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, if you're genuinely eating good and you feel like having, you know what, but like today, I'm going to go have this massive cookie dough thing that my boy Pete sent yesterday. And he told me to eat it. I'm going to eat it today, bro. And I'm like, and I don't care, like, kind of thing. It's like, I know, because I want to have it. Yeah. And I don't feel guilty. Tomorrow in the gym 6 times a day, like whatever it is. Yeah. Like, I have to take my bloody whole duvet there and everything. Like, put it on the bench press. So yeah, I mean, like, obviously we're coming up to the end of the year. You got the whole January,
you know, that whole, don't wait till January.
New me, new you.
Yeah, all that rubbish, bro.
Was it?
New year, new me.
Yeah, new me. That's
Don't
it,
wait for that. Do that. Do it now.
Yeah.
Get your, because you feel right in your body, you feel right mentally, you make good choices, you know, and then you actually prepare your body for strenuous. Life is strenuous, right? You're gonna, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. So making sure that your body's not one of those, it's not getting in the way, basically.
Man, bruv, I always look at this. You owe it to yourself.
100%.
Like, you know what you expect of other people. Like, you know, like, say you saw, like, your loved ones, like you just said, like, mum and everyone else, yeah? And you see them eating bad, yeah? And then you don't eat good.
Yeah.
You eat just the same. And you're like, mama, you know what? You shouldn't be able to. But you do the same thing, bruv.
Yeah.
So you should be that person that changes that and then try to eat good. And then obviously, by your example, like they might able, hey mum, try this, or dad, try this.
No, it does happen, man. I mean, in my house, like, because it like the kids look at it and think, okay, because I don't want it to go for another generation, man. You know, like fast food. I mean, they've opened a Popeyes up in Westfield.
Bruv,
Have you?
the thing
Bruv,
about it,
I'm
though.
looking to go there, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
No,
to you, bro.
but
boy.
I've been watching you don't watch Gordon Ramsay's like
Oh, Hell's Kitchen.
bruv, but he does this 24-hour
24-hour renewal thing.
yeah,
The Italian guy.
bruv, so jokes.
Oh yeah.
Bruv, but you know when I go eat now, I'm looking at them in the kitchen, like because I feel myself like people don't they don't care, and it's like they found a mouse in a toaster. What? And they served toast, and the guy ate toast, bruv, and there was a mouse in that toaster.
What do you mean? Was it live?
It was dead, bruv.
No, but was it?
It got cooked.
It
didn't
got cooked,
What
bruv.
do
It
you
was like just proper like, and it was in the toast, and they actually goes, we just ate this toast. We had toast today, and I was like,
What restaurant is serving toast, bro?
Bro, did you see Tesco, bro? The Tesco.
No, it was
Tesco?
Sainsbury's. And that was Sainsbury's
With
in
that
Ilford.
mouse just chilling all
Sainsbury's
over
in
the
Ilford,
croissants.
bruv.
The croissant.
Yeah, bruv. You
chilling
know
on
when they have the
croissants.
daily,
Some bougie
the,
mouse,
the
bro.
daily basket
Yeah.
stuff, and it was just running in there eating everything, bruv.
Bro, from that day, when I saw that, no croissants for me, mate.
You know, I always looked at that you know that open bakery section, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Suspicious.
that looks wild, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know there's people there picking them up.
Yeah, and putting them down.
Yeah. And you don't
So-
wash your hands and all that type of madness.
Yeah. But just even genuine restaurants, like kind of thing, like how
Yeah.
how hygienic are the people in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, bro?
Bro.
I see one guy picking his last time. And then he goes, you want kufta? I was like, nah, bro, not today.
That's why Amir only goes Anatolia, bro.
What's that?
I said, that's why Amir only goes Anatolia.
Amir, like he kind of he rolls the dice.
Yeah.
And then if something happens, he's not going back there again.
Yeah.
Like he's got 4 restaurants that he goes to, or 3.
That's it, bro.
That's it. That's him.
You gotta be picky though, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be picky, bro.
You gotta be picky, bro. You gotta be
Especially
careful.
butchers, man. You don't want to go to a butcher and see bare flies on it. Nah, man, I'm not going there, bro.
Yeah, and also the
Uganda.
butcher looks like he don't care.
Yeah, bruv.
Yeah.
He don't care, bro.
Yeah.
So this is one of the main things I want to. So obviously, I don't know if you saw Polaris over the weekend at all. Did you see clips?
I saw clips, but I didn't catch it.
I didn't catch the whole thing,
No.
I didn't want to go because obviously you have to prepare for these kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to talk about the fights exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about the format.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you got Polaris. You have IBJJF. I'm talking about grappling for a minute, yeah. And then you have the quintet. And then what else you got? You got. Do you remember Metamoris?
Yeah.
That was really good. No
Yeah.
time limit. Do you remember that was really good? So you got the Metamoris sub only.
Yeah.
You got EBI.
Yeah.
You got we were talking about this on the way out. That's why I told you to stay. Yeah. So obviously I saw a few fights where they started and then the guy just sat down on his bum, and obviously this is a guy who's going to do some leg lock entries or whatever. Yeah. And as someone who watches jiu-jitsu or grappling in general, I don't know how I feel about it. It's not nice to see. Do you understand?
Butt scooting.
Yeah. But I'm thinking to myself, is it the rules that make athletes game plans? That makes sense. So for example, I was talking to the kids, I was like, if I was to do a tournament, I'm pretty sure there's a tournament out there, yeah? especially grappling tournament, I would do it like this. So let's say it's a 5-minute match, yeah? The first minute, you're not allowed to pull guard. There's no pulling guard. After 1 minute, then you can pull guard. So at least you get a full 1 minute of
stand-up grappling.
some sort of takedown attempts.
Yeah.
And I don't mind after that, if there's a takedown or there isn't a takedown and the guy pulls guard, that's fine.
Watch this, yeah. Watch this, yeah. Watch this, yeah. Look how quickly he pulls guard. Yeah, straight down.
Strauss on the call for you here. Thank you for joining us on YouTube for these preliminary bouts.
Look how quick he is, yeah.
Referee Ollie Dennis is going to get us underway here.
But that's dead.
Boom, boom. Okay.
There we go.
So he's not pulling guard, he's just sat down, isn't it? But
Black for Reece Davies. And he is looking to work back guard.
do you blame the guy though?
Almost jump over into a triangle armbar combination there.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
There's camps in jiu-jitsu and grappling, isn't it?
But this is what we said though. The sports side. What are you doing jiu-jitsu for? So now we're looking at the sports side. Yeah, if this guy was on the road like this, bruv, I'd walked off, get a bat, and wrap it around his head. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like it's not now. This is not the self-defense side or anything like that.
Yeah,
It's not the. But you can see that though. Yeah. So now,
But even as a sport,
yeah, but even
let's look at the entertainment value just alone, yeah?
okay, yeah.
Like, look, this is not throwing shade at these guys.
No.
Yeah, they're athletes, bro. They're very good at what they do. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not throwing shade. I'm just talking about more of as someone who watches grappling, yeah? And I want grappling to be adopted I want it to be popular, right? It's not nice to see, bruv. Like, because I feel like it's a bit, what's the word? Submissive. Do you know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't look at it that way.
But I'm talking about, I'm talking about as a fan watching it.
Yeah.
Now,
like last week I fought.
Yeah.
And the guy done the same thing, sat on his ass and then butt scooted all the way. And I was telling him to stand up and he didn't want to get up. So...
But you blame him?
No, not blame because he would have got suplex on his land on his head. I would have sent him on Roy Emirate.
But I'm saying to you that, so he finessed the system, innit? He finessed the rules.
Bruv, it's even the other rule systems they do where they pass the guard and hold the person down for 5 minutes. Like, bro, I don't get that.
But isn't it more entertaining if it's not like that?
Yeah,
Obviously.
no, I'm saying to you. But again, that's your. Are you going there to demonstrate your jiu-jitsu? Like my guys, and even at Legion, where we tell everyone, go there and try to submit, try to show jiu-jitsu, try to fight, and then whatever you've been learning, bruv, passing someone's guard and hold him there for 5 minutes is boring. If you did that, don't come back to the gym. Yeah. I'll ban you, bruv. No, because it's not. It's like I'm not driving all the way to Manchester to watch you to hold someone for 5 minutes. Yeah. Rubbish. Like, you need to try and.
Obviously, you've got very strong opinions about this, yeah. But let's. So what? So imagine.
But again, like I said to you, my mentality is this. Yeah. Why am I always doing martial arts? My view on martial arts is, it's self-defense first. Yeah. So if I teach someone just to hold so even like this, say if my guy held someone down inside.
I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Yeah, okay, you be devil's advocate. Yeah, all right, it's not going to turn out good for you, though.
No. I'm just for someone. Maybe someone's watching.
Yeah, even them, bro. I don't care about them as well, bro. They can sit on their butt as well, bro. Yeah. So if my guy holds someone down for 5 minutes, yeah, he doesn't try any submissions, doesn't do anything, and the guy gets up, I would say the other guy won.
Why?
Because he's a smaller guy, yeah? And this was the basis of the jiu-jitsu. Right. Say this fight was longer and you did not hit this guy once or you done anything. Or
if it was one of those back in the day, no time limit.
And the little guy got up and the bigger guy couldn't do nothing. Little guy won, bruv, because you weren't able to do nothing to him. He actually, if you think the morale of it, he's actually, you weren't able to actually do anything to him.
He just controlled you
You just held him, but there was no damage inflicted. He got up and got away. Now, if I got side mount on you and I broke your arm, you know about it, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, okay, thank you very much.
So this is the counter argument. Yeah?
What's the counter argument?
So the counter argument here, bruv, I love takedowns.
I'm not even talking about takedowns, bruv.
I'm talking about, so it's a fight, yeah? So this is a sport.
Yeah.
Right? I'm here to win.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And to win, I need to submit you. Right? in jiu-jitsu?
Or what are we talking about? Point system or not?
No, I'm talking about submissions, bro. Forget
Okay,
points.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Forget points for a minute, yeah?
That's what I was talking about. Points.
No, I'm talking about like straight up submissions.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now, if I'm sitting on the floor,
Yeah,
and bro, there's no striking involved, yeah?
yeah.
And I know I can get your legs and
Yeah.
submit you.
Yeah.
Why is that a bad thing?
No, that's not a bad thing. But I said to you,
But you see what I'm saying?
no, but I said to you, the sport.
Not a bad thing, but why is it looked down upon?
Because-
But you see what I'm saying? There's always a group of people that, but
No.
why are these guys sitting?
No, but it's cool though. As I
Yeah.
said to you, judo doesn't carry on too long on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. They took away leg attacks. Yeah. Takedowns from the legs. It became sportified. But
Yeah.
the actual art of judo, when you actually look at
Kodokan, yeah.
the actual essence of it is very, very effective. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. Why are you doing this sport? If you're doing it for sport, cool, bruv. I'm not going to argue with you. You pull guard, sit on your butt. Like I said to you, you did it on the road, bruv. You're going to
Yeah,
get
you
2
can-
licks on your head and you'll know about it, bruv. You ain't leg locking no one, bruv. Trust me, carjack will come out. Yeah. Not saying to you, it's like, it does, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I think it goes back to the limit. Why am I learning this? Okay. If you want to, again, even if you're going to jiu-jitsu competition just to win, yeah, and I don't care how I win, yeah, I'm just going to hold the guy pass the guard, hold him for 2 minutes. Okay, well done. Great. Yeah. I won't come watch you, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, it's what you learned, bro. Practice what you learned, and then you
That-
showcase it in
That's what I'm saying.
a tournament.
That's the idea, innit? That's the idea. To try to it's what you're learning as a skill. Are you able to do it in sparring? And next stage is, can you do it in a competitive environment where the other guy's trying to do it back to you and you're
Yeah.
trying, and that's what you do.
But if you look at jiu-jitsu, ultimately you have to submit your opponent. That's what jiu-jitsu is, bro.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying, bro?
Roger Gracie said something really good recently, yeah? He said, why was he so dominant in jiu-jitsu? Because he submitted everyone. Now he goes, everyone pays for points. So it's like, bro, if you got one of the greatest of all time saying this, yeah, why was Roger great? Because he submitted everyone.
Well, what kind of tournaments was he doing?
Yeah, but whatever tournaments he was doing,
I'm thinking about the rule set, yeah?
whatever rule set, bro. I'm talking about his mentality.
Yeah.
He's saying that he went there to submit. So that mentality is there. It doesn't matter what rule set they're for.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I'm going to go there and try to submit this guy. Even if he ended up winning on points, but he was always trying to go
Yeah,
to submit.
obviously.
And that's what I'm trying to say to you.
The
It's like,
intention is to
the intention
finish the
is to
fight.
finish the fight.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, going to a boxing fight or MMA fight, and you know what? I'm just going to hit him once and run away. Hit him once, run away. And then I just want to win on points. I just want to survive 5 minutes. You could be a very good fighter, but you're not going to be remembered, bro. Because what happens? You're not willing to risk it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. When you're willing to risk it, especially in competitions, that's what makes you exciting. And that's what makes it.
So you reckon basically the reason why, because I heard it a lot in the competition, guard pulling, and it's very frowned upon in some, even the people that do the guard pulling, yeah, it's almost like
Wrestling's hard, bro.
wrestling is hard.
Yeah, wrestling's hard. So when you're grappling someone standing up, I
Yeah.
think
It's difficult, bro.
it's because there's a lot
And
of
it takes a long time to get good at it as well.
yeah, there's a lot of athleticism needed into it, a lot of skill work needed into it. Again, not saying that when you pull guard, it just takes it easier because what happens? 90% of most gyms only do ground. They
Yeah.
don't train the stand up. So even when you go to jiu-jitsu clubs, they won't do stand up.
But that's because the competitions favor.
Yeah, because
Like-
only 2 points for taking a person
Yeah,
down.
this is the thing.
But
So-
really, like I said to you, on road, if I double leg you, I'm gonna get 10 points for that, bro.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna hit the floor and that's it, it's done.
You're gonna be down for a while.
Yeah, but you won't get up. But I'll tell you, go to because I said to you, it's like now, judo, why is it ippon when you take a big throw? Because that's like once the guy hits the road, bro, on concrete, my man ain't getting
And
up,
you're
bro.
showing dominance as well,
Yeah.
innit? You're showing,
Yeah,
flair,
but
technique,
imagine you like you done
being
a drop
flung. Yeah,
Seonagi on someone and the guy's head hits the floor, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't getting up, guaranteed.
100%.
And that's why it's scored high. And if you look at that, that's why even jiu-jitsu, IBJJF rules, why are they scored the way they are? 2 points for a takedown, 4 points for mounting. Why is it 4 points for mounting? Because it's
Most
a
dominant position.
dominant
yeah.
position. 4 points for taking the back, 3 points for side mount. So why are them two? Because it's the most dominant position. Why did you call it dominant position? Because if someone's sitting on top of you on your chest and banging you, you're getting smashed.
So do you feel like maybe if takedowns were like 5 points, people work takedowns more? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Do you reckon? Because my argument here is the whole reason I brought this up is it's the rule sets that dictate sometimes the type of your game plan.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, for example, you go into Polaris, it's pro grappling, yeah? Now, a lot's on the line. You're fighting a wrestler, bruv, you're fighting someone who's good at takedowns and you don't do takedowns. Doesn't make sense to kind of...
no, it's correct. That's what I said to you. In the sport, again, but it's fighting, like, if you were fighting a wrestler who's overly dominant, it is better to just, for them to pull guard.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to beat him in that level. Bring him down to your...
It's like MMA, right?
Yeah, but it's
MMA, if you've got someone who's a striker...
People grapple with him.
Yeah, don't
and you always hear
bang
people,
with them.
why is he... Yeah, but that's part of MMA.
Yeah, that's part of MMA.
You can do that. That's not a problem.
Is guard pulling more in gi or no gi?
Guard pulling they'll do in gi, and butt scooting they'll do in no gi. So they'll just sit straight away. They'll touch and they'll just sit on the floor. But again, it's those rule sets, and it always goes back to why are you doing it? That's my thing. If you're doing the sport, bro, that's the way it's gone now. You're gonna have to either adapt to that. You can't, bro. Like I was trying to get the guy to stand up. He didn't want to stand up. Well, okay, he don't stand up. He's gonna get the points. I don't get no points. It's favoured on his side because he's pull guard. So I need to go and engage with him now.
Right.
Do you get it? Yeah. So, okay, cool.
So that's what I'm saying to you. So the rule set...
Yeah, you're dictating it.
...has created...
But then it's up to you to either engage in that or don't. If you don't want to engage in it, then don't do that sport.
So my next question is... So imagine you're in... do you remember that 50 Cent video when his first video? This is a while back. When they're creating...
In the club.
Remember when they've got, like, they're trying to create the perfect... So imagine you had the same thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're going to create the perfect grappler, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, which we were trying to do, yeah?
Yeah.
So, what would be the ingredients?
What would be the ingredients?
Yeah, so for example, you want to create... So, you got your kids... let's look at the kids' academy, yeah?
Yeah.
For both Khalid Ismail Academy and Legion, yeah? And we're trying to... We're bringing in the next generation, yeah?
Yeah.
In 10 years' time, what does that look like?
Wrestlers who do jiu-jitsu.
Serious?
Yeah.
So what does that look like though?
So dominant, stand up, dump people on their head, pass their guard, take their arms off. Or even their legs, whatever.
Take their arms home.
Yeah. Legs, arms, whatever. Whatever's detachable.
But again, you come like now that guy, yeah. He for example, like what happened to you in the competition, bro.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good you are stand up, if the guy's sitting.
Yeah, but that's what I said. Then I'll attack his legs. And then,
Right.
that's what I said to you.
I see what you're saying.
Their jiu-jitsu will be developed to the state. Again, we're all playing this game now.
Yeah.
So like, I was trying to, because this guy did not want to stand up.
Yeah.
So my game plan, I was trying to get him to stand up. So if I get him to stand up and rub it, like,
Because he wanted to play the leg lock game.
yeah. And I wasn't allowing him to play the leg lock game. So it was 0-0.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was trying to get him,
Stalemate.
so I was trying to get him to stand up. If he stood up where he's very, 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 very weak, then
Yeah. But that does make sense for him though.
exactly.
Yeah. So he did the right thing.
Yeah, so he super glued his butt to the floor.
He did the right thing.
Yeah, correct. No, it's what I'm saying.
that's fair enough, innit, bro? That's
Whatever,
the
bro.
game, innit?
That's
The game
yeah.
is the game, bro.
So that's what I said. Everyone was like, after the fight, it was
Now,
like,
if he was in a tournament where, like I said to you, 1 minute you have to stand with them, bro.
yeah, that's what
That would be amazing. I don't know. Is there a tournament like
there
that?
might be.
Bro?
That's a wrestling competition.
No. Like, so imagine. So how long was the fight?
6 minutes.
6 minutes, yeah? So I'm saying the first minute you have to stand with them. You can't pull guard.
Yeah.
Can you pull guard? Would you allow pulling guard?
No.
No pulling guard.
No
Okay,
pulling guard.
okay, let's say for the first minute anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can only pull guard if you're going for a submission. Like, say if you pull guard,
Is that really pulling guard though? So
No.
like a flying armbar or something like that?
going for like you're pulling down to do an armbar. You're pulling. You're trying to do. You're trying to do. But I don't have a problem with people pulling guard. It's just like you pull guard and then you just
sit there, yeah.
and then close your legs and that's it done.
Yeah.
And it's like then after.
But actually, it's not even pulling guard. It's actually the whole sitting down element of it. That's
what
not
I'm
even
saying.
pulling guard, bro.
Yeah,
That's I don't know what that is, bro.
The sitting down side is what kind of thing. And I but again,
So that Simpsons episode, have you seen that?
what's that?
Oh, I beg you bring that up, bro. The guy goes, I know jiu-jitsu, come, and then he just...
The lays on the floor.
Have you seen
Yeah,
that one?
yeah.
But, bruv, can you type in quintet rule set, bro? While we're chatting. Quintet rule set. Easy, bro. So, yeah, like, maybe we should try it, bro. Maybe we should host a club tournament invite people and
But
do a minute standing.
At our club,
Yeah.
we start all our sparring sessions stand up.
Yeah.
Even gi, no gi, you have to start stand up, and then you go to the floor.
Yeah.
If the person takes,
But there's a problem with that though, a little
the
bit. Not depending on how you do it. Yeah.
yeah. Are you still playing devil's advocate?
I'm playing devil's advocate. I promise
I told
you.
you it's
bro.
gonna go wrong.
I'm not gonna smash it in the face, bro.
I can feel the heat coming on my leather.
No, I'm saying, I'm all for starting standing. It's not a problem. But when you're in a jiu-jitsu class, yeah, if no one's taking anyone down, what happens then?
Learn to take people down.
Right.
There's a problem there. Isn't
What?
it? There's a problem there, isn't it?
No, I'm saying because you got 2 white belts here. They're standing.
So when you go judo club,
Yeah.
someone gets taken down, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
they don't just stand there.
But I'm saying, like, from a teaching perspective,
Yeah.
so you're rolling.
Yeah.
Because jiu-jitsu is a ground fighting game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you're starting the roll from standing,
Yeah.
you might never.
But you should be
If
teaching.
both of you
but
are
again-
dead at.
No. But again, how much are you teaching stand up?
Yeah.
So again, like I said to you, we teach stand up. So we teach takedowns, and then you go to the ground. So your students should be able to develop a rounded game where they feel comfortable. I don't want again. Mine always goes back to.
But how much jiu-jitsu you gonna learn, bro?
No, you can, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can, bro.
Because I heard argue. This is from from interviews and stuff. Yeah, there's so much to learn in jiu-jitsu, innit? Like there's a lot. There's only so much time you have to kind of. That's why that's the argument for. I don't learn takedowns as much.
Is learning more actually make you a better fighter?
No.
Exactly. Even
Hey, bro, you know I'm just like playing. What are you getting angry for, bro?
I'm just no, because I watched Mike Tyson get vexed on his thingy, so I was just trying to recreate that.
Which well,
Some guy he was talking about his life. He's so funny though,
good.
and the guy I never seen a guy backpedal so quickly.
But you're a piece of is that one?
No, he's in his
You're a scumbag.
where he's doing his podcast, and then the guy goes to him. He's talking about his life. He goes, "Oh, I've got so much money now, and
Mike's still
and he goes, but I still feel depressed and stuff." Then the guy goes, "You don't feel like that, Mike." And he goes, "What?" He just switches, and he turns and he goes, "How are you telling me
how I feel.
how I feel?" Not that one. The one below it, Mohammed. Is that?
It's on it?
Is it swearing in it,
Yeah,
bro?
loads of swearing in it.
Oh,
Bro.
allow it, bro.
Yeah,
You have
he
to
just-
beep all that out, bro.
Yeah. Then he just
We're gonna have to do GWL after dark, bro.
Yeah, he just switches on him. Then the guy goes, "Yeah, I get it, Mike.
I respect.
I respect. Yeah, Mike.
You can't tell Mike nothing, bro.
Nah, bro.
But he would still scare me at 60, bro.
I'm scared.
At 70.
I watch his podcast and I'm scared for my house.
Yeah, bro. He's another level. Okay, so look at the quintet rule set, yeah? So, okay. Quintet is a grappling tournament, we know this. Matches consist of 2 teams. Okay, that's the thing. Go up, ways to win. Submission, tap out, ref stops around. Okay. Disqualification for serious fouls. Okay. Tiebreakers. Go down. Okay, so you're not allowed to do heel hooks.
I know heel hooks, yeah?
No pile diving. I don't know what that is.
So you can't go head down.
Oh, okay.
You can't suplex.
Spiking, suplex an opponent onto his neck or head.
Okay.
Yeah, that is dangerous, bro.
That's literally what Khalid
bro,
was
this is
doing.
why I don't like scissors
Don't
takedown
care, bro.
from stand position, bro.
Yeah, that's
the worst, bro.
Yeah.
Knee injuries
all the time.
and ankle.
Yeah, ankle always goes.
Ankle.
Ankle always goes.
No jumping into close guard.
Oh wow.
See, they don't do. You can't jump into close guard. That's
No, wait a
prohibited.
minute, but a lot of things you can't jump into. And I think you can't. Certain white belt stuff you can't jump into close guard. Like jump.
But you can at the higher belt though. But they don't do guard, bruv. There's no sitting, like jumping to the guard.
But the other one's pulling guard.
Oh.
So you sit. You can't jump.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So go to the minor fouls. Yeah, stalling,
Yeah.
playing for a draw.
Allow that.
Yeah. Intentionally forcing opponent off the mat. Wow. Intentional escape from the mat to evade bad positioning.
Okay.
So you can't run away.
Yeah.
In case of indetermination by referee, 2 sub-referees will judge. I don't know what that means. Biting, pushing teeth onto a... Oh, okay, right. So
Don't do a Suarez.
pushing teeth. grabbing hair, body hair, grabbing the nose or ears, attacking or pushing the groin or eyes, okay, grabbing 3 or less fingers at a time. Any kind of intentional striking, okay, what is it about the... Yeah, so submission, passing out, disqualification, 3 verbal, bout will be ruled judgment. In case of a last bout only,
They just fight. It's like winner stays on. Winner fights to
so
the
it's
next
like,
fight.
so there's a quintet which is 4, innit?
Yeah.
Or 5. Quintet is 5.
5.
And then they fight, and whoever's basically winner stays on, basically.
Oh wow, okay.
Which is that, but is that all the rules?
That's what it looks like.
And also, when you're on the ground, if you're in their guard for too long, they make you stand up again.
So just keep the action because it's more entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, Mohammed, but this is again,
But
this is
that rule set will force you to, because if you look at the guys that fought on there, but type in a quintet.
I remember they done Bellator versus
UFC. Yeah. URFA was in there. I know
Gilbert Melendez, Sugar Shane O'Malley.
Yeah.
I watched that. Yeah.
So that, but the thing is, the type of guys that go in there, they're not the guys that are gonna, because they can't.
Gilbert Melendez wrestles.
Exactly. I don't know what Sean O'Malley was doing there, bro.
I don't. Yeah. Is that right?
No, go to their website, bro.
But you know what is though, Mohammed? You know, now the whole game has changed because this leg lock system has come out.
Anti-wrestling, bro.
Yeah, because the leg lock system has come out, it's basically changed this whole... Because I remember someone was asking me about leg locks, and I said to them, that's a whole nother position. And so you learn guard stuff, and then then it's 50-50, and then there's so many other things that happen in this position that you need to learn. And I go...
John Dana says, why are you going to neglect
50% of the body,
Yeah, but it's true.
But you know what it is? High injury rate, man.
Yeah, again, look, bruv, Sambo was doing leg locks time ago.
Yeah.
Remember Sambo? The competition just do leg locks all day long, bruv.
If you can't find it, Zach, don't worry about it, bro. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. But yeah, I mean, for me, leg locks, I enjoy watching leg lock fights, bro.
Yeah, as long as someone's leg locking you, yeah?
Yeah, bro, as long as, but when I see them start, like AJ, what's his name? Agazam, yeah? He got, Jed Hugh got him in a few
leg locks.
But if he had him in a knee bar, bro.
Yeah.
You know when your legs you could see the back of his knee.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at it like, did he pop his knee, yeah?
Yeah, but Imran,
that's nuts, bro.
I was at a comp 2 weeks ago, and so many legs got popped, yeah? And when I was watching I was thinking, bro.
What?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Bro, you paid to enter. You gave these guys money to come fight here, and then you got your leg popped.
No, bro. That, I would just tap, bro. I'm sorry.
It's just, you know what it is? I think, like, if you're giving me, if it's my livelihood, and I'm getting paid good big boy money, whatever kind of thing, but you rip whatever you want, yeah?
But it's got to be a certain amount though, bro.
Yeah, of course it is, bruv. It's like, because...
Like 10 grand's not even enough, bro.
No, bruv. Because I've had like major operations and stuff. Like, I wouldn't like allow people to just abuse me like that.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen, bruv. So these guys, I think ego plays a little bit of thing into it. And it's like there's the risk reward.
But the thing is, there's certain joints in it, bro. There's certain joints. Like, I'll give you an example. Straight foot lock, not straight foot lock, toe hold.
Yeah.
You know when they, it's not painful.
Yeah.
Until it snaps, bro.
Yeah, because it snaps the 3 ligaments on the side of your foot.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So like you feel like you can get out of it, bro. But once someone snaps it on, that's it, bro. Like just tap to that, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, how would you even defend against a toe when it's fully on?
What, toe hold?
Yeah, bro. How would you defend that?
No, you can. Again,
I'd grab his like.
No, you can.
Kharem, bro, man. I'll just. But if someone's got my toe, like, bro. It's like the wrist lock.
Yeah. Do a Suarez, bro.
I'd bite him, bro.
There's certain things that, you know, like once it's on, it's like before it's even on.
Yeah, you just tap, bro. Yeah. Like, for example, armbar. It's another one. Armbar, it starts to hurt almost immediately.
Yeah, but if they do it correctly.
You'll feel it straight, bro.
Yeah.
Like if it's loose, what's the triangle? You can fight triangle because obviously there's
nothing breaking or
yeah,
or
exactly.
ripping and stuff.
What else? Like,
Americana,
knee bar,
Kimura, like
yeah, Kimura, yeah.
Especially like I remember watching a lot of. Remember when the Rousey was fighting?
Yeah.
And she used to snap all the girls
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
and it was like, yeah, you're not gonna fight now for a whole year. The other girl, and it was like,
Yeah.
That's what we were saying last week.
Why would you let your arm snap and you're not gonna fight from? And plus, you're not gonna come back the same.
Yeah.
That's your job as well, bro.
And that's your job. But it's like,
So where does it snap? You know when you get Kimura,
shoulder.
So where it hit?
Rotor cut the whole back to back.
It's like when you break a chicken.
It's basically if you
chicken
snap,
bone, isn't it, bro? Like the
yeah. So you know the shoulder blade,
yeah,
like this.
Yeah.
So the shoulder's like this.
Yeah.
And then the shoulder blade fixes in like this. So that's why if you look at the mechanics, that's why when you do it, you put it in here. So you know like so that's your shoulder like this, yeah. Shoulder blade, so it moves slightly, yeah.
right.
When you bring the arm down, so when you bring the arm down and in, it locks the shoulder blade in place. But then it can't move back no more. And that's why when you start,
Yeah.
and you hear Frank Mir done it to me.
Yeah, I was just saying to the kid just
and you
today,
watch it. Look at his back. You
I
see
couldn't watch that, bro.
but what? Look at his back. You see it go pop, pop, pop. And
So
then
what is that? Is that a ligament or bone breaking? What?
it's the rotor cuff at the back.
Have you ever had you know the wing,
Yeah, you mean look at the wing.
chicken wing?
Or when you just
On that.
okay,
You see
the
when
actual wing.
But
Yeah,
do
the
it this
actual
way.
wing, bruv.
Do it this way. You know, like usually you break it this way. Do it this way, and that's what it does.
My God.
Yeah.
And I was saying to the kids as well.
Even like heel hooks, because this is we had an issue with this teaching heel hooks and stuff, but because you feel like you can fight out of heel hooks.
Yes.
That's another problem.
Yes.
Because again, the name kind of confuses people. You say heel hook, but it actually tears your knee,
Yeah.
and I think that's another issue as well.
100%.
But again, Mohammed, again, the game has changed, and you either have to go with it, especially if you're looking to compete. You gotta understand what's going on. If you don't want to compete, yeah, no problem, and then you can.
But I'm like, don't you think it's better to break your leg, like break a bone, for example,
then ligaments.
then actually, yeah,
Yeah, it's better not to
like joints. The joints are the worst because there's movement. There's just see what I'm saying. It's gonna affect your mobility. Whereas if you break a bone will just stick back. There's no.
Yeah,
it just needs to stay in one place.
Solid,
Yeah. But yeah, it's.
I remember years ago, bro. Remember, like probably in the 90s, if you tore your ACL, most guys were
game
finished.
over, bro.
Yeah, that's it. I
finished,
remember,
bro.
and I remember the scars people used to have. Like the whole leg would be cut open when they used to do that stuff. So like, now it's changed because you got keyhole surgery.
So what did you have on your knee?
I had 4 ACL reconstructions.
The same ACL?
Yeah, so the same
So
ACL.
so the ACL. So you got the.
So you
Zach,
got
bring up the ACL, please, bro.
So you have ACL, PCL.
Or the knee. Sorry.
You have ACL, PCL like this. So your knee inside your knee, it's like this. So your top part of the knee, and it goes. The ACL will be the one in the front, and the PCL is at the back. So when your knee joint does this, yeah.
Right.
So the ACL stops your knee from sliding forward.
Right.
Do you get? So that I snap. So when they do a test, they get your shin.
So
Yeah, so that's your ACL. So that's the front of the leg.
So is that in the middle of the?
Middle of the leg?
Yeah.
So basically, it looks like this. The test they do, they grab your shin. So they grab your leg from the bottom.
While it's straight.
Yeah, so they hold your leg like this,
Yeah.
straight, and they'll push the shin up, and then basically you'll see your whole leg go whoop, whoop. So if you think about it, if you was running and you stopped really hard, you'll see your leg go whoop, whoop. That's basically, and how I tore my ACL, but this was a freak thing. I was doing a kickboxing class, and I was training, and I went to do a jumping back kick, and as I turned, so the mats were like legions. So as I jumped in the air, my foot got stuck in the floor on the mat. So
How?
I don't think I took off as much as I wanted to.
It was like a freak accident.
Yeah, so just and then my foot caught the mat at the bottom. So as I'm spinning, my foot's on the fence, and all here is the whole thing just ripped. That's my knee.
Was it painful?
Yeah, first bit it goes pop, like you feel it, and then the
And
pain
afterwards?
Then the pain kind of dies down after a little while. Yeah, so it looks like that. The pain dies down after a little while, and then
So what? Oh my God, man.
then what
So
they
you
do?
done that 4 times, bro?
Yeah,
On both knees?
because one wasn't enough.
So you did 4 times on one side?
No, 4 done 2 on each. So you have to make it symmetrical.
So it's ACL and PCL is in the back, yeah?
So have you ever seen them videos? There's a famous one, which is nasty. Even when I watch it, I cringe. The girl's doing leg press.
No.
Have you seen that?
No.
She's doing leg press.
No.
And then she locks the legs out, and then her legs go backwards.
I see that.
Yeah, that's her PCL. That's the PCL snapping, bro.
That's bad, man.
Yeah, and the legs go just.
Is that both her legs, yeah?
Yeah, both legs are like straight back. So you tore both her PCLs, bro.
That's why you don't flipping lock your legs, bro.
Yeah, that's why you don't lock your legs up. Like, no, gentle.
I don't like those machines, bro.
Yeah, but you see the people like, and no control. Like,
But then when you help them out, they're like, what do you know?
weights is dangerous, man. I remember in the gym, you know what happened last time? We used to have those hammer strength machines.
Yeah.
And I always used to cringe. Like, and I go, guys don't understand. This stuff is dangerous, man. Like, you know, like moving metal parts. So guy's talking, and he put his hand on near the machine, and the other guy let it go on the weight. But his finger was, you know, when you like, you know, meat.
Yeah,
And you squash
the cleaver.
No, but you got that hammer thing.
Oh, the tenderizer thing.
Bruv, his finger was like that, bruv.
That's a Home Alone thing.
But
man.
he said, my finger. And I was like, yeah, what we doing, bruv? I'm calling ambulance. What you want me to do?
And there's bare nerves there as well, bro.
Bruv, it was nasty.
It must have killed.
It was
But
nasty.
you must have seen madness, bro.
Yeah. There was too many things, bro. Like, and it's like stupidity. Like, you know, like out of, like, because you're not thinking that you're going to get hurt. One guy ran on the treadmill while it was on. He licked up, head by the door.
Bro, you should make a YouTube channel of CCTV fails, bro.
No, man, so jokes. So jokes.
So you had ACL, PCL, what else?
No, I had ACL 4 times. I tore my hamstring. I had a hip operation. I tore my bicep.
You had a hip operation?
Yeah.
When?
Again, this is the issues that you have from, because when I had my left leg done, ACL, again, guys, so if anyone's had injuries, like I keep saying to you as well, you have to make sure your rehab is on point.
Yeah.
And also you're structurally correct. Because what happened when I had my left leg done, I kept leaning on my right.
That's what's happening to me now, bro.
Yeah. And then, so when I was moving and stuff, so that ball and socket joint, I ended up fusing it up. And I started getting
the shape. It was shaving the bone.
So bone growth and all this stuff. So I started getting like catching in my hip. So every time I'd kick or anything, I'd get like pain. So when I had a scan done, and they said that it's stuck right in, and he goes, you got loads of tears inside. So I had to shave off a little bit in my hip.
Did they put any plastic in there or anything?
No, they shaved off the bone. So he said to me later on, I might need to get another op or something. But that was the first thing I did. But yeah, but I was saying, but again, Mohammed, you know, like these are the things that people take for granted. So like when you're doing jiu-jitsu and you're paying for competition, and you're going there for you're giving these guys £75 and you're getting your knee torn, you're stupid. Like it's not worth like
tap quick, tap early, bro.
But it's not. You're not.
But know what to tap to as well, bro.
Yeah,
like
but
if you're getting your leg, was it twisted and it's not worth it, bro.
Yeah, it's not worth it. If you know that the guy's got a good lock, then like kind of thing, you should. And bruv, you're not on the level of these guys. Like you're fighting in Dagenham.
I don't know what they pay on Polaris, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
But again, even then, bruv, man, like it's.
If you're a professional, it's different.
Also, don't you think like the higher belt you are, the more. So, for example, when you've got 2 black belts or 2 really, they understand.
Yeah.
But when you're at lower level,
you get all
the ego is a bit more.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And they know themselves, like, you know what, I'm gonna tap to this, bruv. This is not worth it. Or the other guy might kind of who was it that Habib with Justin Gaethje, when he said he had him in the armbar.
He didn't want to break his arm.
Yeah, and he converted it to he understands as a fighter, this guy needs to earn his money, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you get it, man? If you're working for TFL or whatever, bruv.
But some people, again, that's a pro thinking like that while he's fighting for a title.
That's it, bruv.
Yeah, but some people don't think like that, bruv.
Exactly.
So they'll come.
Like, I don't know if I could snap someone's leg, bruv.
But you wouldn't even know. You know what happens? Like, you know, in the
heat of the moment.
In the heat of the moment, you catch the leg and you just turn. Then you rip the guy's foot. Like,
it is what it is, but it's a combat sport.
It is combat sport. It is what it is. Again, but you should go into the competition prepared, understand what's going on, and then like have some sort of pre-training in your classes as well, like and like kind of thing. So you'll know what to expect. Don't go in and do. And bruv, and especially if you pay for. My main thing is you're paying other guys to compete. And
I never thought about it like that, bro, until you said it, bro.
No, you're going to pay other people to compete. Like I always feel when this guy's getting rich and I have to sit at home for 1 year and rehab.
For what? For what? As well, yeah.
But because I had an incident with one of a guy that used to train with me. He was blind in one eye,
right? And
he wanted to fight. So, and I was like, "You're not fighting in kickboxing and stuff." And I was like, "You're not going to fight, bro." And he was so like, "No, let me fight." And he goes, I'm not holding you back. I go, as a coach, I go, he just had a baby and stuff. And I said, I can't.
Yeah.
I will feel so guilty if anything happened to you. And I go, I'm giving you. And I said, you're blind in one eye. And I said, unfortunately, I go, if you thought
completely blind, yeah,
completely blind in one eye. And I said to him, I go, that look, you'll meet someone.
He'll just hit you in that side, bro.
I'll cover your eye up, bro, and then just smash you. Thinking, I said to him, if the guy wants to win, that's what he'll do.
It's like Karate Kid when...
No,
Rocky, bro. Rocky.
Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg,
bro.
Yeah, but because bro, again, if you don't know who you're gonna come against.
I'm trying to win, bro.
And I said to him the same thing, bro. I go to him that, for what? You're gonna get a pat on the back. And the guys, and bro, it's amateur. Like, it's not worth the risk for you. I go, it's not. Train, do everything the same, but it's not worth the risk. You'll never get a license. Like, kind of, unless it's
what do you mean license?
like, bro, to fight, innit? Like,
professionally.
I see.
Yeah. Like, so if you're blind in one eye,
they wouldn't give you. They wouldn't give you.
So
that. Well, unless you go underground stuff,
right,
you can fight.
right,
but
right,
like pro thing,
because you got to do a medical and all that madness, innit?
You remember to see it.
What about a deaf guy that was fighting in UFC?
Deaf is okay, like your kind of thing. He's deaf, you can't hear, but all his other senses are correct. Bro, like to see.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Yeah,
like you can't see for one eye. It's like you're and plus, but how many finger pokes happens in MMA?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And probably they're dangerous. Remember Bilal Muhammad? He was crying, bro.
Why?
When he got finger poked in the eye.
By who? What was his name?
Leon Edwards.
Leon Edwards, yeah.
They had to stop it, innit?
They stopped the fight. But I think, his eye was so bad.
Bro, eye injuries.
He thought it was bad. I thought initially he thought it was bad, bro. Like, kind of thing.
He thought he went blind.
Yeah, and it's
like Bisping, didn't he get...
Bro, look at Bisping's eye.
He hasn't got an eye, bro. I didn't know.
His eye's been pushed back all the way.
So it's glass eye?
One of his eyes glass eye. He's got an eye behind, but he wears a glass eye on top of it to make it look normal. To make it normal. To make his eyes look normal.
I thought he didn't have an eye.
No, it's at the back. It's been pushed back.
By what? Bro.
Because you can break this orbital bone here.
And it doesn't.
And then and sometimes you get your whole if someone hits you straight, you can get the whole pupil pushed back.
Bro, an eye. Bro.
But I got kicked in the eye once.
Eyes hurt, man.
With football boots, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but look,
right in the eyeball as well. Yeah. And I thought I was blind, bro.
Really?
But it took me. I was young though. I must have been about 11. But look, I'm such an idiot, bro. Yeah. The ball bounced like low, innit?
Yeah.
So not high enough for me to header it. So I put my head down to go like that. In the middle of the park.
You deserve it.
Trying to do it at Honda, bro.
Yeah, in the middle of the park as well, bro. Yeah. So not even in a goal scoring. The guy just he was like he booted me right in the eye socket, bro.
Oh man.
And you lose sense in your eye. You can't close your eye. You don't know if it's closed or open. I just saw a white flash, and I thought, that's it. I'm blind.
If you get hair in your eye, bro, it hurts.
Yeah.
Imagine someone poking it all.
I was just chatting to one of the wrestlers, one of the guys at the gym. You know him, and he started wrestling in May, bro. You know when we opened. The guy's been injured almost every month, bro. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. And if he's watching this, we had a conversation. I said, bro, as a coach, we don't want to see you injured, man.
Yeah.
Like, it actually hurts my feelings, bro.
Yeah.
When I see someone injured, like, I actually get upset. And I want them to train. I want them to be safe. And especially getting injured in training.
Yeah.
And I tell you the biggest, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, yeah? The biggest cause of injury is when when you have a partner or someone that you're training with who doesn't understand that you're drilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it so many times where, for example, you're drilling a single leg and the guy's defending it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how? But there's stages. You drill it first, Then you go to kind of like, positional sparring.
Yeah.
And then you go live sparring. You don't drill it and then you're defending it, bro, at the same time.
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
the guy going to learn, bro?
Yeah.
They don't get it, though, in their head. They don't understand, like, oh, this is drilling. And this is how they get injured, bro. We were drilling the back body lock takedown, you know, the reverse trip. And the guy was defending it, and then, like, his ankle got caught, bro.
And it landed on his...
Yeah, he landed it, so his foot got caught, yeah? And it's like, yeah, you need a dance partner, bro. You can't just, drill and but anyway, like you want to, bro, you're going, if you work for TFL or Tesco or in the office, you don't want to go like hobbling into the office the next day or...
No.
Or
I mean,
if you've got a 0-hour contract and you can't go to work the next day.
See, like now, because I do MMA classes and kickboxing, and I know I have people from different walks of life. So we have to do the striking side of it.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of body sparring. So we do body sparring and stuff.
What's body sparring, bro?
So you can hit, you can't hit the face. So punch into the body, takedowns, everything else. Full smash, but to the body.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't let them hit the face. Not all again. So again,
depending on the level, yeah.
Depending on the level and who it is and all that stuff as well. But generally, because why is grappling so popular? You don't have these superficial injuries and stuff. You don't get these long-term injuries as well, like concussion and all this stuff as well. So with body sparring, you can kind of do it, and then your body toughens up as well. So you kind of do it, and you can do it all the time, and it's kind of safer for the fighters as well. Yeah. Plus, got guys who are professionals. They go to work the next day. They're not going to have any issues with their employers or why have you got a black eye? You look like a mess, all this stuff. So it kind of works out well that way. And plus, again, looking after your students. Yeah. I want you to have some brain cells. I want you to have, you don't like, we know like one of the things, overly sparring, doing too much sparring. I remember one guy was sparring last time. He couldn't even remember, he got knocked out and he couldn't even remember I was in the session.
Wow.
Yeah, that bad. Couldn't remember I was in the session.
Couldn't remember you was in the session?
I was in the session because I came in, I wasn't part of the session. I came in, I just started watching. And as I came in, I was watching, he came over, spoke to me, how you doing? You right, coach?
Oh, he spoke to you?
He spoke, how you doing, coach? You right? Yeah, cool. I said, what are you lot doing today? Oh, we're doing sparring. Okay, cool, no problem, carry on. Sparring, I left. I found out he got knocked out. 2 days later, I told him specifically, you're not allowed to spar. End up sparring and getting smashed again. So this type of stuff is like, it's not good.
And it doesn't help in it as well.
No, it's not.
It doesn't really sharpen any like you getting knocked out like regularly in sparring or like going hard. Yeah. But even like Cowboy Cerrone's talking about it, bro. He goes, they used to do some like, back in, I don't know, I'm sure like MMA when it first, there was like wars in the gym, bro. Yeah. And he was talking about how he never spars. Yeah. He never spars, bro. He goes, I don't spar at all. Yeah. And what he means by that, like full blown, full contact, it goes because I've done it. Yeah. And it doesn't really change
the way you fight. Yeah. But with Thailand, when I went out trained out there, they don't spar.
No way.
No, because bruv, think about it. You're gonna fight on Friday. Yeah. That's how you earn money for your family. And you're not going to spar during the week, are you? So the way they do pad work and that stuff, it mimics the fighting kind of thing. And even the way they spar, it's very
light.
It's playful to get that feeling of sparring.
It's like rolling almost.
Yeah, but again, that's what it is. Because like, this whole, I remember someone saying to me, like for example, Mike Tyson, him spar, we got to do Shark Tank like Mike Tyson or whatever, get new. Why would you need to do that to Mike Tyson? Well, you don't think he's got heart?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, bruv,
that's the whole point of Shark Tank.
Yeah, like, I need to see how. Yeah, bruv, he can go. Yeah, he can go. I wouldn't keep doing that for him. Like, do you remember this boxer called Sergio Martinez? He was an older Argentinian guy, middleweight. Yeah, he used to be a triathlete, and then he switched over to boxing. Recent? No, he's a few years back, and then he switched.
Like in recent.
Yeah, like in the 2000s.
2000s, okay.
And then he switched over to boxing. They call him Marvella, I think. And bruv, they never used to there he is, Sergio Martinez, never let him spar. So his training was based on a lot of mimicking fight, sparring and stuff.
Bruv, he looks like a model, bruv.
Yeah,
Doesn't look like a boxer, man.
bro, he was a very, 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 very good boxer. Fought some good fights. And then what he done was, just that type, like try to mimic sparring, fighting without actually doing all the grueling, getting beaten up, punching the head, because they're trying to keep his career longer. So that was the goal.
So Triller have got this triad combat. Now it's like bruv, did you find out the rules for this? Because it's a boxing match.
Is it boxing and one round's going to be grappling or something?
No, that's what I thought it was going to be. But the first thing is they fight in a triangle ring.
Yeah.
So show the ring,
They've got
Zach.
crossover gloves.
Show the ring, bruv. That just looks weird.
Yeah.
They're fighting in a Toblerone, bruv. And then poor Frank Mir, bruv, he got
demolished.
Bruv, he
bro.
fought was it Pulev?
Pulev,
Pulev fought AJ, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Look
my
at him, bro.
God.
He's doing a samba.
Drunken master, bruv. Oh, I'm skin, bro.
How is my
I love
man not
Frank
stopping
Mir,
it though?
Why
Bro?
is the ref not stopping it?
Nah, bruv, ref needs to stop that, bro. That was first round.
Yeah, first round. Look at the gloves.
Yeah, so they're fighting in amateur MMA gloves, almost.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't understand why they've got those gloves on. Apparently it's because of grappling, but there was no grappling.
It says, with the aim of leveling the playing field, fighters will utilize crossover gloves.
That unlike traditional boxing gloves, will allow the holding and grab. What's the point though?
But what can you do when you hold and grab?
That's what I'm saying. Only from standing as well.
Modified boxing fight wearing MMA gloves, where every clinch position is permitted, and so is every punch in the book, including hammer fists, spinning back fists,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
kicks, elbows, takedown, trips, foot sweeps,
Not allowed.
headlocks. Aren't allowed.
Okay.
The inaugural triad combat event takes place, but I don't know, man.
So it's just anything goes with your hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I don't understand, like, I don't understand what the... Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
It's like KFC and then you got PFC, isn't it, bro? It's one of those ones.
It is though.
KFC.
Bro, you know, no lie though, if I saw that ring and if I was watching it now, I'd actually think there's something on my TV.
I don't know, man. I don't think I'll watch it, bro.
I would watch it.
You would? No, you wouldn't.
It's just why?
Yeah,
But why
exactly.
triangle?
Exactly. Exactly. No,
Apparently the triangle is because so they don't run away.
Illuminati.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I just, you know, joy is, it's like, you know, I think everyone's just trying too hard.
Triller's they're the ones that are hosting, what's it called?
The exhibition fights and stuff.
Yeah, the Jake Paul and all those guys.
Yeah, but what would you
They're
expect?
they're making money out of it.
Yeah,
bro?
I think you're going to get all these fringe things like on the side.
But I would love to see a grappling tournament with the whole 1 minute takedown thing, bro. It's probably been done, but everything goes. But after a minute, and just to see what athletes kind of what kind of athletes will enter those tournaments. You might get wrestlers who. Do you know what I mean?
Apparently they're trying to make it 50-50 equal for MMA and boxers, basically.
What's that?
Not really, bro.
It's
Like
not,
that's
though.
why with
Because
the
I'm
gloves
telling you
and the
this now.
rules
I'm telling you this
and
now. If Pulev fought Frank Mir in MMA,
He'll double leg
he
him.
would
take down,
kill
bro.
him, bro.
Yeah.
He'd be dead.
Yeah.
There's no way he's gonna stand in the ring with Frank Mir, bro. Impossible, bro.
Because you know what it's about? If you
In
look at
MMA anyway.
if you look at all these rule sets, everything favors the boxing side.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just
No, because it's impossible. There's
Yeah.
no way. Like as fighters, MMA fighters they're the top.
Yeah.
They're- if you look any sport,
yeah.
I mean any combat sport anyway.
Yeah.
I mean I guess what's it called? Combat sambo, but that's kind of MMA anyway, bro.
Yeah.
So any MMA fighter against any boxer, the MMA fighter is gonna win in MMA rules.
Yeah. We saw that, bro. We saw remember when what's his name? Randy Couture fought James Toney. Done a low ankle low single, took him on the floor, beat him up. That's it, done.
No, but Frank Mir, this is the thing.
No, like
Frank Mir in MMA or grappling, bro. Because it's boxing, bro. That's why.
No, not in that though, but I don't think Frank
he's not competitive anymore.
Yeah, I don't think Frank Mir looks like he's trained, bro.
No.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? If you're 42 and you're training hard,
But he looked all right, though. He looked all
He
right.
looked like he was getting hit, man.
But he's always been thick, bro.
Yeah, but that's always been his problem, isn't it? I think when you had like a good fit Frank Mir,
But he's a UFC champion, bro.
yeah, but
Bro, look at Mike Tyson when he was fighting, bro. He looked good.
yeah,
How old was he? 50,
55.
55.
But I can't believe Mike Tyson's fighting Logan Paul.
Is he actually fighting Logan Paul though?
They're fighting, isn't it? That's what I heard. Is that true? No,
I don't know.
I would watch that just to see him get murdered.
Just for the papers, yeah. Just for the papers.
And I don't think Mike's the type of guy who won't knock him out, bro.
Yeah, Charlie does.
Who won't knock him out?
Like, do you know what I'm saying? If he could
Like
knock him out, he would knock him out, bro.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah.
He'll push his wig back, bro. But find out Logan. No, he's not gonna fight him, bro.
That's what it said, isn't it? It's February. I swear.
No.
It is. It's gonna happen, man. But just easy money, innit?
It's actually going ahead.
I told you, look, 4 days ago, look. See?
But he still looks good, bro.
Yeah.
You can tell he still
Bro,
trains,
you
man.
reckon you can knock out Logan Paul, bro?
Bro, don't ask those questions, bro.
No, you know what it is, bro? Like, if
You know, he'll be like, Logan. Eji, Logan.
you're gonna give him some tagine, bro.
But do you know these guys, they have been training.
Yeah.
Like, don't think they're not.
No, of course.
They're not-
But I'm saying to you this, yeah? The guy fought Mayweather.
But
Yeah.
look at that, bro.
Yeah?
50
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I'll take.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's not the body, it's the face.
Yeah, like, look how
You know
Frank
his
Mir,
eye.
he looks.
When you look in, he's looking. It's like you know when you get a lion, bro.
Yeah.
You see him in a cage.
Yeah.
I saw a video of this woman. She's crouching next to a lion. Yeah. No, he's behind the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's going. Yeah, this is he's the only male lion here. He looks a bit tired and and then all you hear is, bro. She was like, what, bro? He told her what time it is, bro. He just went like that, yeah, and she just jumped out of her skin, bro. I'm thinking, bro, he's still a lion, bro.
Yeah.
With all the shrooms that he takes and all the madness that he'll still munch him up.
You know, he's trying to fill a void. Mike's trying to fill a void, but there's something missing here inside.
Possibly.
But you see when he took, bruv, he got these mushrooms, bro, yeah? on one of these
them
bro,
all.
he took, imagine, like about this much,
Yeah.
and he goes, bun it. He just ate the whole thing,
Yeah.
psychedelic mushroom, and done the whole podcast like that, bro. He was sweat. You see that one? Yeah. He was sweating, bro. He was going, and I don't, to be honest, I didn't watch the whole podcast, but when I saw him munch but have you ever ate mushrooms without being cooked?
No.
Just without the psychedelics. Yeah, I've actually ate a mushroom without,
Yeah.
because I saw a guy at work, he was eating mushrooms like that, boom,
Yeah.
like rago,
Yeah.
I was like, he goes, yeah, try it. Bro, it tastes like, you know if you used to lick a plant pot, bro? That's what it tastes like. That alone, he was somewhere else, bro. Anyway, Kate, Barakallahu for coming.
No problem, bro.
I know we kind of held you, not hostage, but we lured you in.
That's all right, man.
You guys got anything to add? Or should we just end it? Done, yeah? All right, cool. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I will see you on the next one.